We have Webster Hall, but I miss the old Ritz. I miss the old Ritz, and I do miss James Street Rock Hotel. I only went there twice, but it was cool, and it just had that aura of you know, that vibe to it. But I think the Ritz, because I saw a lot of great shows there.
Jimmy G is one of them. Jimmy Gestapo's one of them. He's one of those guys that's just, you know, naturally funny. And Vinny, for sure. Vinny, effortlessly funny.
Thankfully, I saw most of my hardcore and punk heroes because there was a lot of touring back then, and I always got out to see these bands. I mean, there was one show on Long Island. It was in Roslyn it was a club called My Father's Place. And we were at a party before the show in Baldwin at my friend Jughead's house. And I said, you know, we got to get going if we're going to catch this show. It was Minor Threat and Black Flag. And we get there and we missed Minor Threat. Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah. And, but Black Flag put on a hell of a show. It was, you know, I think Henry had just taken over the microphone at that time, and he brought a lot of energy to the table.
There's a lot of bands we consider ourselves close with, but the first band that pops in mind would have to be Life of Agony.
I have humped a skinhead girl. It was in Baltimore, and I went down, I don't know if anybody remembers this club that was called the New Loft, and it was this like shithole. It was their CBs basically, but it was way more like DIY, like it felt like a garage. And there were a lot of great shows in Baltimore, and I went down there, you know, one summer for a show, and you know, after the show, there's the people who hang out, right? So we're there, we're here from New York, you know, we can't just sort of leave. And there's this one skinhead girl, and she just wanted to hang out. And and like and I had long I had long hair at the time. I couldn't even believe she was talking to me. But you know, we had a night. We kibitzed.
No.
Kiss in full costume. I don't really like Kiss, but I couldn't imagine what it would have been like to been in an arena watching that. When I was a kid, I didn't really like them, but as an adult now, I can appreciate what they did. I mean, they were a circus act pretty much, you know, but it would have been cool to see that.
I got a friend of mine who's not gonna like this, but we got a friend of ours named Nino, and he owns Williamsburg Pizza. And he opened up a spot, I think it's on Ludlow now, a new one called Williamsburg Pizza. Check it out. Guy's killing it. You might have seen him throwing pizzas around at the hardcore show. He delivers pizzas to the Black and Blue Bowl. But Williamsburg Pizza.
You know, we didn't, like I said, back in the day, especially me, I'm not a musician.
Right.
You know, the guys like that were musicians, like even like Kabula and Alex and then, you know, all the other great players in the different hardcore bands, Jesse Mallon. I didn't really pay a lot of attention, but I'm going to throw Ray Bees in there just because he was so crazy on drums, and I loved Ray, you know. He's the reason Cause for Alarm got back together, or I put the band. I didn't want to I just was getting antsy and wanted to do something creative again in roughly 93, 94, and I kept running into Ray and saying, hey, you know guys to play music, and he was like, what are you going to start another band? People do Cause for Alarm, and I was like, who cares about, who knows that? But anyway, that's a little side note on that. But I'd say Ray, Harley Flanagan. I mean, Harley is, you know, pretty incredible. Harley's also a great artist. I remember seeing a sketchbook that he did. I don't know if it was a comic book or something, but pretty amazing stuff. Obviously, an amazing drummer. I may have seen the Stimulators once, and wasn't smart enough to remember who they were. But, and then, you know, other than, you know, who else can I even remember besides Robert? Yeah, who was playing drums? I don't know.
Stay in school and get a real fucking job. Listen to your parents and stop acting like assholes.